Okay, hi everyone. How are you doing? Hi, good afternoon. Welcome back to our Facebook page, Prima by Hume Sembot Industries. And you are now watching Prima Product Preview broadcasted live on Facebook. Please follow and like this page to gain all access to our exciting and informative contents. For those who don't have the opportunity to watch live now, no worries, as we have this video recorded and you can watch it during your free time via this page. For your information, this product preview is also available in Bahasa Melayu and Chinese language. For those who prefer these languages, you can watch them afterwards as we will broadcast it starting tomorrow and day after. Just log on into this Facebook page to check out more info on the live session, date, and time. And as usual, let me introduce myself. My name is Azrul from Business Development Unit of Hume Sembot Industries, or in short, HCI. Well, today is the second session where I'm going to have a product preview on four products, which is Prima Liner, Prima Vent, Prima Lattice, and Prima Flex Groove. First and foremost, let me start with an introduction of the company which produces Prima product. Hume Sambor Industries is the name behind the scene. It's a subsidiary company of Hong Leong Group, established since year 1990. And as you can see, it's sharing same logo with the more famous Hong Leong Bank. HCI in short, it manufactures and sells fiber cement product under brand name Prima. That is PRIMA, and this brand has been in building material market for quite some time. Prima is proudly made in Malaysia and currently being produced in our two factories, one in Kelantan, Perak, and another one in Petaling Jaya, Selangor, with a total workforce more than 50 team members. Prima not only sold in Malaysian domestic market, that means both Peninsula and East Malaysia, Sabah and Sarawak, but it also being exported to 40 over countries such as Australia, New Zealand, Oceania, Middle East, Southeast Asia, Taiwan, and many more. Before we touch on the product preview, I think it is no harm to learn what Prima is made of, with the generic material name called cellulose fiber cement. The basic component consisting three main ingredients. Firstly, sand, which is granulated fine sand. Secondly, OPC cement. And thirdly, cellulose fiber, which is taken from tree pulp. Well, having all this material together, almost similar to a typical reinforced concrete concept, whereby cement aggregates and reinforcement bar being used. Fiber cement also designed to take up both tension and compression force. Think it like a 150 mm thick RC slab, but in a smaller scale of 3.2 mm to 20 mm thickness. Same principle, but a different purpose. Well, these three main components, together with additive, were carefully mixed in water and with a certain ratio and formula to create a medium, what we call slurry mix. This slurry mix is then pumped into a hatchet machine, as you can see on the top right of the slide. That is what that is how hatchet machine looks like. Well, this hatchet machine is a machine to produce fiber cement sheets layers by layers. The illustration on the top right of the slide shows how the machine looks like. There are a few drums and conveyor belt that functions to create fiber cement sheet layers. After the raw wet and soft fiber cement sheet created, it will be cut using water jet into few standard sizes. For example, size of 4 by 8 feet board and 12 feet planks. Stack them together on a curing pallets. These raw fiber cement sheets are then inserted into an autoclave machine. The autoclave machine functions as a pressure cooker. With high pressure and temperature, it cures the wet fiber cement sheets to achieve the design strength. Within a couple of hours only, the fiber cement is then fully cured and hardened. This is important step to make sure the curing process is efficient and produce a good quality FC. Once out from the autoclave, the fiber cement is then good for packaging and distribution within few hours. On these slides, there are some points highlighting why fiber cement is a good building material for construction. Firstly, it is asbestos free, meaning it has 0% asbestos content. As we all know, asbestos is a carcinogenic material that can cause cancer and was banned by Malaysian government years ago. Secondly, it is water resistant material, means it can withstand water or weather and suitable for wet area application. Please have a look at the photo on the right slide. Here you can see a sample of fiber cement being soaked or encased in water since 2008. Until today, the sheet is still intact and maintain its physical properties, no swelling or even dissolved by water. Thirdly, it is anti-mold. Lab test shows fungus and mold do not grow on Prima fiber cement surface. This means your wall and ceiling has less chances to get mold grow. Next, fire-resistant material. Prima has passed the BS 476 Part 6 and Part 7 tests and been certified as Class O material by Malaysian Fire Department, that is Bomba. Having this, it is also enable Prima to build fire-rated wall system that can withstand up to 3-hour fire rating. That would be Prima solid wall and drywall system. Considerably high in density, Prima fiber cement is at 1,390 kg per meter cube. Not too heavy, but at the same time not too light or flimsy. On the thermal performance, its K value, which represent the conductivity, is low at 0.3 watt per millikelvin, and R value represent the insulation performance is good at 0.03 meter square Kelvin per watt. Well, they explain why fiber cement can be a good insulation material in roof sucking application. Last but not least, on strength, Prima fiber cement modulus of rupture, which represent the flexural strength, averagely measured at 14 MPa. This enables Prima to offer a stronger and more robust material for your drywall ceiling and lightweight flooring compared to other function equivalent material in market. Well, there are few key performance attribute for using fiber cement. Well, the first one is termite resistant. It is free from timber or wood components, so termite won't attack. It also fire resistance, water resistance, weather resistance, environmental friendly, superior paint adhesion, high workability, aesthetically pleasing, and 50 years durability. This product also certified as a green product, or we call it green label. So not only in Malaysia, it's also been certified in other countries like in Taiwan, Korea, Hong Kong, which is China, Australia, and Singapore. And locally, it's been certified by Malaysia My Hijau and also Green Building Index GBI by MGBC. Besides green certification, these products are also certified by other main certification bodies like IKRAM, SIRIM product listing, Bomba, which is Class O, standard Malaysian standard compliance to MS 1296, having SIRIM Eco label, and also My Hijau certification. So from the picture, you can see a house which is entirely built using fiber cement, except the foundation superstructure, and also the roof. So fiber cement can cover for two main application, which cover the aesthetic of the building and also to construct the building itself. Aesthetic, it can goes very well for the exterior wall, cladding, screening, skirting, wood substitute. Where to construct the house, it can be in a form of solid wall or drywall, ceiling, roof sacking, flooring, soffit, gable end, and fascia board. Generically, Prima have six product lineup. The first one is Prima Flex, second is Prima Plank, followed by Prima Liner, Prima Lattice, Prima Van, and Prima Flex Groove. However, today we want to cover on these four product, which is Liner, Lattice, Van, and Flex Groove. Let's start with Prima Liner. So Liner is a smooth liney board, specially designed or formulated for dry walls, solid wall, and seamless ceiling. It is durable and strong, water and weather resistance. It has good acoustic performance. It's non-combustible for fire-rated walls construction, as which I mentioned just now is Class O. Superior paint addition. Rebated edge feature for perfect flush works, and varies thickness for design flexibility and cost effective. Standard size come in 4 feet by 8 feet or 1.220 mm by 2440 mm size. Okay, so if you look on the slide, this is how Prima Liner looks like with the size, typical size of 4 by 8. And typically it comes in a pink color. So straight away you can tell the difference between Prima Liner and other product, which is Prima Flex, which sharing the same similar size but different purpose. As you can see, there are rebated edge at two long side. So as mentioned, this is meant for you to do the flush joint. If you construct a drywall, you don't want to see your wall to be segmented. So everything must be flushed and looks like a normal brick walls with the plaster and paint. Okay, so having this riveted edge, it allows you to flush the compound together with the fiber mesh tape nicely in between the gaps. Okay, so I know there are few more alternative or material to build drywall system, for example. However, each and every material perform differently, and not to forget the price also different. Okay, so that's why today I'm going to share you the comparison. There are three main material being used for drywall in the market, which is material A represent fiber plaster composite, regardless whatever brand is, as long as the material is using fiber plaster is almost the same. And material B is gypsum based composite, and we make comparison with material C, which is a cellulose fiber cement, which is presented by Prima Liner. So let's have a look at the picture there. So this picture already suggested to you how the board looks like and suggests how it performs. So this is the cross section of the each and every product. So the first two product, it looks like very fragile, and you can see the fiber visible with your naked eyes. However, if you cut through Prima Liner, it is very fine and also more dense. So this suggests a better quality material. So enough with the picture. Let's go to the table for performance comparison. For information, a fair test has been done in a lab to understand the differences in terms of performance of these three material. So as you can see on the table below, taking almost similar dimension with a similar thickness, material A, B, and C, let's have a look at the strength performance. When it's dry, the MOR or modular of rupture, material A perform at 2.7 MPa, and material B is 2.5, and material C is 15.2. So this is already almost 5 times stronger than material A and B. Okay. And not only looking at the modulus of rupture, we're also looking at the modulus of elasticity. So this is to show how the material good at bending. So look at material A, it can perform up to 1.0 GPa. Material B is 0.8 GPa, where Prima liner can perform up to 7.6 GPa. So that is a very huge gap. When we talk about toughness, it's also similar in character. 172 joule per meter square for material A, 308 for material B, and material C is 551. Well, of course, any material when it's dry is strong, but let's look at the material when it's get wet. So we also did MOR tests when it comes to wet condition. So as you can see, material B, the MPa is 1.1, where material C, Prima liner, it's still a lot higher, which is 11.7. Definitely all material will drop in terms of performance when get wet, yeah. But it's still within the tolerance and it's still better compared to the other two material when it's dry. So there you can see. And then about the material, this material allows for moisture movement. That's why it is said water resistant, not waterproof. Water resistant and waterproof is basically two different meaning. Almost it sounds similar, but it's two different meaning. So let's look at material A. The EMC to saturation performance is at 0.187, material B at 0.142, and material C is 0.09. So in this case, the lower the number is the better, because the moisture movement is minimum. Let's look at dry to saturation situation. 0.03, 0.33, 0.375 versus 0.142. Again, similar character when it comes to dry to saturation. Why? Maybe it's because of the density. Material A 0.8 gram per centimeter cube. Material B also the same, but material C is 1.34 gram per centimeter cube, or 1340 kg per meter cube. Okay, so they explain why the cross section looks like that. Okay, so we use Prima liner for to build drywall. So in order for you to build the drywall, you might need a framing system at the back. So this system's framing system normally using GI studs, lightweight stud. It can be in C stud and it's also come in U stud. Okay, having two boards jointing each other, you're gonna have the rebated edge butt next to each other. So this allows you or give you a space for you to do the jointing compound and flush the wall all the way. All right. So in order for you to do this, please look at the picture there. You can see number one, bedding coating. So the jointing compound, one thin layer will be applied first onto the rebated edge area, approximately 60 mm wide. And then later you bring in your fiber mesh tape onto the bedding coat. And then after that, top up coat joint compound topping layer approximately 200 mm wide. And If the workmanship is not so good, it is recommended to top up another finishing coat, which is jointing compound finishing layer, and then sand it to finish. The width is approximately 270 to 300 wide. So once you have all these three layers intact and dried, what you need to do is just sand it to get a more smooth and seamless surface. And then after that, it's all ready for you to paint the wall, or you can finish with any other wall finishes material. And for example, for paint, please adhere to paint manufacturer recommendation. That means it shall include with layers of undercoat and the top coat. Okay. As you can see on the slide, these are some of the product example applied for walls, dry walls, or I can say it's a building envelope. So this Prima liner is suitable for external as well. All right. So instead of having bricks or blocks, which is slow for you to construct, you can have a metal mild steel frame structure at the back, together with the C stud in between, and then install the Prima liner, and then you flush the joints and straight away paint. And you can have walls similar to these pictures. So as you can see, not only low height walls can be done, a high or tall wall also can be done. So in this case, it is at least 15 meter in height. Okay, so this is also possible using Prima liner. All right, let's move to the next product. This one is what we call Prima vent. In brief definition, is a ventilated roof eaves. As you can see on the picture, in between the fascia board and also the external wall, you can see perforated ceilings. So this been applied at the roof eave. That's why we call it ventilated roof eaves. Why these things being used on a building? The product benefits are good air circulation for roofs, cooler interior, energy saving, asbestos free, fire rot water resistance, and it is cost effective. It comes with a few standard sizes, 2 by 2, 2 by 4, and 4 by 4. So I think in more detail you can always refer to e-brochures or contact our salesperson. How these things works? Well, you imagine you have a house, and definitely all houses are exposed to sun, especially in tropic countries like Malaysia. So the heat gain will come from sun radiation, and the roof will somehow absorb some amount of heat. So this heat must be released, not being kept, because if you didn't release this heat, it will be accumulated and it will goes back to the interior of the house, especially at night. That's why a lot of us complaining at night it's going to be very warm or hot without a condition. This is actually because of the heat accumulated during the daytime and been transferred into the house. Yeah. So to avoid this situation from happening, it is ideal for you to install Prima vent at the roof eaves where it allow for an airflow. So this air change or the airflow will flush off the heat accumulated from the sun during the daytime. Okay, in fact, it also function 24/7, so you don't need to wait until night for it to function. So we can call this as a natural ventilation kind of concept. Okay. As you can see, not only small houses, this also being used widely in housing projects. So you can see at the roof edge there, be it corner lot or intermediate lot, you can see there are series of Prima vent. Not to worry, because some people might worry maybe the pests will come in and infest your roof. The Prima vent slot or hole is not that big, so it won't allow any birds or uh, pests to come in. Yeah, so it is safe to use. Well, the next product is PRIMAlattice. Lattice. Definition is a decorative flat sheet screening. So as you can see, this is very straightforward. It can be applied for sun shading devices near the windows. It screen off some sunlight, yeah, from incoming to inside of the building. And it also being used as a decorative ceiling panel. As you can see on the right side, it gives you a little bit of like a garden look, pergolas kind of design. PRIMAlattice is normally 6 mm thick, yeah, and available in two patterns, which is square and diamond. So square, it is a 90-degree arranged pattern, where diamond is 45-degree arranged pattern. Come with standard size of 4 by 2. Okay, but you can also cut to suit your design. These are some ideas or some application of PRIMAlattice. As you can see in this picture, if you use it diagonally, like diamond shape, it will somehow give us a traditional or vernacular looks. Yeah, but if you use it square, you use a square pattern, it will give you more modern looks. Okay, so yeah, you look at the guardhouse there, the red box on top of it. This one is using PRIMAlattice square. Okay, and you can also do a very the cheap cost decoration like arches and screening. Last but not least for today, this is Prima Flex Groove. For your information, this product is newly launched in 2019. So this is fresh from oven. Prima Flex Groove lining is designed with decorative V-shaped grooves that is carved into the sanded surface of the board. This is ideal to be used as a feature wall with its elegant look and design flexibility. Give low maintenance and offer fire resistance thanks to improvement done on the manufacturing process. Well, if you look at the looks of Prima Flex Groove, it's almost similar to Prima Planks, but it's just that it comes in a panel form, typically in a size of 1.2 by 2.7 and 1.2 by 2.4. This panel is easier to install because it comes in a plank. In some situation or some site condition, it is very hard to install. But if you have it in panel, it's more easy and faster to do. Okay, look at the details of the product on the cross section. The V groove line size is around 5 mm and the depth is around 2.5 mm with intervals of 100 mm. You can either use self-drilling screws to install on the metal frames, or if you have existing timber or wood frame, you can always use nail. Please adhere to the method of statement. You can refer to our technical e-brochures. Please download it from our website. So let's have a look at the product benefits. I think I already covered this, but never mind, just read out. Unique recipe for withstand harsh condition, aesthetic V-shape groove replicate traditional tongue and groove style, stronger and durable, oh yes, lightweight and nailability, ease, workability and handleability, pre-prime boards ready to paint, can be painted in any color, even the darker shades, resistant to damage from moisture and rot, fire, water, weather, and termite resistant, low maintenance. Sheet edges have a groove to achieve conceal sheet joints. I think that's all for the product preview. So before I end, maybe to share a little bit on the digital presence, you can find more information of Prima from the internet. You can find Prima HCI on the Facebook, and once you find it, please like the page or the Facebook. Here we have sort of update events, show some pictures on the ideas how to use fiber cement board or planks. And inside here also we'll share some techniques of installation for those who interested on to the installation of the products. And not only that, we also have YouTube videos. So just go to YouTube and search for Prima Hume Sembot Industries. From the list, you can see there are videos on installations for solid wall, drywall, ceilings, and a lot more. Okay, so that's all for this round, and we shall continue with our next product review on Prima Plank in real soon. Thank you very much for your time and interest. And again, please like this posting and follow our Facebook page. Thank you for your support and participation. Please do not hesitate to contact us should you have any inquiry about Prima products. Bye. Thanks.